Hello everyone, I am John Weber and this is
Bob Weber.
We are Team Weber Fishing. 2/3 of it, Tina isn't here, she had to work. We are just received our new boat and we're going for the demo test. We're going to Longview Lake to test everything out. We don't get to take possession of the boat yet until they get the cover made for it. He had to put a whole bunch of accessories I had ordered and got all that installed. But that is our new Sea Arc Easy 200 that we're behind right now, going to the lake to do the demo test and learn how to run things. To mention, it's December 6th. It's 38 degrees. With our 200 horse Suzuki, we're going to be a little chilly, but we're going to have fun. Right, Bob?
Right.
Right. All right. We will have more video to come.
I'm going to go ahead and ride part of this clip. You did?
I did.
Okay.
I do it every time I hook new batteries up and stuff.
See how, see?
Oh. Okay.
Does that make you feel a little better?
Yeah. All right. Just checking. That one's on. There's a breaker back here for your trolling motor too. I normally leave the trolling motor ones on.
Okay.
I talked to you about the master switch here. It goes to that side of the boat is on.
Okay.
And then this switch here. Flip that up.
And
there's
turns
off.
it off.
That's on.
Okay.
Okay.
That controls your electronics.
Okay.
This is your stern light.
Okay.
So as long as you have your bimini on, you'll be fine using that.
Okay.
But if you ever took that off for any reason, then you would just
Okay.
put it in there and you'll see it's grooved right here.
Uh-huh.
So that pin right here will slide into that groove. So it does go in it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And I will say, putting these back in, they are tough, and they're tough to get back in because they're not going to vibrate and come out.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw this thing up. It's easier to get in the boat. There's a little lever right here. See this lever?
Uh-huh.
You push that through the back of the boat, and then lift it, and then fold that into this clip
Okay.
right there, and then fold this one out. And there's a deal here. If you line it up straight, it goes straight through there, and then it'll fold and it'll lock it in there. Makes it easier to get it out.
Uh-huh.
You see how that pin,
Uh-huh.
it just floats down to keep it in there.
It'll automatically turn this thing on.
Okay. So you don't have to turn anything on and off, it just goes.
Well, you can turn it on and off, but when the Garmin's see power, they automatically initiate.
Okay. Those things won't blow off going down the road?
What now?
Those things won't blow off going down the road?
Some people get straps to go around them.
Okay.
When it's folded down, I don't think it's any risk, but if you're going to drive around, you know, on the highway with it up like that, I'd probably get something like that. I've never had one of these off the Hummingbirds.
I'll probably take them off and lock them up when I don't have it on the boat.
I usually do.
Yeah. That could be a free gift for somebody.
Oh yeah. sit there too, just so you're covered. I think we're about good. You want to hop in? I'll back in.
Yeah.
Plugs in. Front end strap down. I wouldn't, if you're going out in cold weather, I don't recommend, if you was out the day before, I don't recommend you unhooking the nose on aluminum boats. I learned that real well on a low boat.
Don't unhook the nose.
Not if you were out the day before in cold weather,
Okay.
because the bunks will ice up.
Then it'll
And
slide.
yeah, come off there like a rocket ship.
Okay. Good
My
to know.
low boat ended up going a little faster after I did that. I was fishing at Lacine,
Oh yeah.
and we were just tearing them up on buzz baits on a Saturday, and we wanted to go back on Sunday. And I got almost to where the water was, and it slid off there. And when it came down, just the tail end of the boat hit pretty hard, but not enough to like really damage it.
Yeah.
But what it did is it bowed the bottom part of the boat right in the very back, and I think I went like 6-7 mile an hour faster after that.
Serious?
Yeah, it was like an extra pad lift. I went through 3 of them that year though.
Now, my biggest thing I learned is this time of year, if it's freezing, say a boat went down and just came back up, don't go in their same tracks.
Yeah.
I
Right.
did that with Brian and his boat, and it turned to ice just like
I was
that.
going to carry ice melt in my truck
Yeah.
and throw on the boat ramp.
Yep.
That's what I thought of.
Yep. You guys want to hop in? I'll back you guys in. He can come pick me up at the dock.
It's easy to get in and out of this boat.
Have you guys used live scope at all?
Never.
Okay. I'll set it up and kind of show you how I like it,
Okay.
and then you'll be able to learn and kind of adjust
Okay.
from there.
Sounds good. Need some help?
Nope. I gotta do it myself. I'll sit up.
Okay.
You sit here.
All right.
God, this is nice. Throw that in the glove box. So that's the Suzuki digital gauge.
Bob, if you want to sit here, I'm going to sit right next to Dave. So
That's all right. I'll sit here.
it already shows us how fast we're going.
And then like a buddy of mine, you know, it'll have the tracks on there.
Uh-huh.
And when he's running the creek channels and stuff like that, because he's got so many tracks on there and he knows it's good, he'll just stay in the same track. Because you know, I've done it once, I should be able to do it twice.
That looks, you just screw those off there and you can take off that electronic stuff.
So, and I can see the trim gauge on here coming down.
Okay. Where's the trim gauge?
So right here's my fuel gauge,
Uh-huh.
right here's the trim gauge,
Uh-huh.
and then neutral, reverse, forward, and then water temp, and
Oh,
then
wow.
I've got my RPMs right here.
Okay. Cool.
And we're already seeing,
Yeah. Wow, that's quite a drop off on there.
so, and I know we'll horse around, but there's a sunken bridge out here, and we can go over it a couple times and we'll see if we can find it.
Oh,
Because
cool.
a lot of guys will walleye fish that. It'll be in about 50 to 60 foot of water.
That's
and
probably the
then
old
the
3rd Street
fish-
Bridge.
It'll be what, about 25 to 30 foot down to the top of the bridge, and you'll get a lot of fish that's suspended there.
Really?
And a lot of guys will walleye fish that for that structure. I had my boat out here from like 2014 to 2022 on a lift.
Man, that's a quiet edge.
It's very quiet.
And when it's cold like this, I always let them warm up. I mean, obviously you got to troll past the buoys, but it's good to let them
Is that
warm up
fish?
a little bit. Yeah, so you get structure right here, these angles.
It's all right.
And then in theory, this will be
Yeah.
bait fish.
That's amazing.
And then I'll let Chris talk, but so like right in here, you can tell the structure whether it's rock or mud. I can never remember if red is rock or red is mud.
You want some gloves?
Oh, I'm good. I got so much insulation after Thanksgiving. Times 2. My mother-in-law's on Thursday, and then I smoked up 2 birds for my family on Friday.
Yeah, we just finished our smoked turkey last night. That is amazing.
And Chris can get in there and kind of adjust the sensitivity. Like right now, I think it's neutral where it's 10.
Like Bob's friend says, all scopes are cheating. I'm like, cheating? I was like, you use a scope to hunt animals with. We're hunting fish, plus we're the top of the food chain. We can use whatever we want.
And if you think about it, I mean, you can't even compete anymore if you don't have the live scope.
Yeah, there's goose shit everywhere.
How you guys normally catfish? Drifting?
That's all on him. He banked.
I just fish from the bank. That's all I've ever done, except with my dad.
Yeah, we haven't catfished, but it's probably been 30, 40 years.
Okay.
Since our dad had a
Okay.
had a boat.
Brothers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my brother.
Oh, awesome.
Yep. That's Bob. I'm sorry. Bob, that's Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Nice to meet you. You guys will get a kick out of this rig if you're going out catfishing on
Well, I didn't want to go buy another boat.
it. Yeah.
So,
You're gonna have to do a little bit of reading up. And the book is in the deal. I kind of know some basics on it, but I rigged it up with an Ethernet cable that goes from your trolling motor to your graph there.
okay.
So theoretically, you can pick out a path you want to go on that graph, and you tell it to do it, and that trolling motor will follow.
Yes.
So,
I
like what they call a controlled drift. So, I'm a bass fisherman. I never do that. As a matter of fact, I never even hooked that cable up on my boat because it's just something we don't use. But your trolling motor and that graph has the capability of doing that.
You want to fiddle around with the electronics first, or I think after we go for a drive, we'll be a little bit cooler.
We probably want to do the electronics first.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I was thinking.
You want to just idle kind of over. There's a bluff wall over
Yeah.
there. I know there's some fish in that deep bluff, and then we'll get you up there looking at the live scope. At Truman, when you guys are crappie fishing, are you just going on pole timber?
that's all we ever fished with my parents is we'd tie up to a tree and fish it for an hour or so, then move to another one.
That's going to be a lot different now.
Yes. It's been a long time. I've worked a lot. Now I'm ready to go fishing.
Yeah. So on this one here, this is a good setup to go and catch them off the pole timber. The thing is you're going to have to use your foot pedal to aim your transducer when you're looking for them.
Yes.
Around the stuff. There's other options if it comes to that and you want to do that. We can change that up and do that differently. There's a lot of brush piles in Truman.
Yes.
You can get on the core and they'll give you the coordinates for them. You can pull up to there. If the fish are in the brush piles.
There's actually brush piles here. I brought up the app.
Oh yeah.
There's, well, didn't think about that. We're on the water right now.
Yeah. So you can pull up.
Hell, we might be sitting over one.
So there's the two kinds of crappie fishing are using the transducer on the trolling motor shaft and going after them on pole timber, or chasing them out in the flats, and you're actually going after individual fish. That's hard to do when it's windy. When it's windy, you really want to use your spot lock to your advantage, but the problem with the spot lock is it's doing its own thing and it's moving that transducer around the whole time. So if it ever comes to a time where you want to fish more and use the spot lock more, we can take that transducer off of there and mount a pole right here that you put in, and then you can put it on spot lock.
That's us on the blue dot, and the yellow ones are.
So we're going over to these bluffs where they're at, huh? Yeah, so that's where we're heading to. But so like if you're there's a couple options. You can either put it on a pole, and if you're fishing brush piles, you pull up to the brush pile in the wind and you put the trolling motor on spot lock, and then you don't have to touch anything. That thing's holding you right where you're at. Then you can move that pole and aim at individual fish and catch them out of that brush pile. There's that option, or you can get a deal called a turret that mounts on that trolling motor that has a motor in it, and it holds your transducer independently of that. Wow. And that's
See,
what I
this
run
is
on
what
my
I
boat.
like.
So I
So
can
you
go
got
back
your
and forth
depth,
if I want to.
time of day.
So,
Now, is he?
Which that looks like it's an hour fast. Miles per hour, water temp, and then battery charge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's got
So
battery
it's all-
charge on there.
Yep.
Wow.
You can put the turret on
Okay.
there. You can put
That's
the
why
graphs
Suzuki
on
doesn't
there,
do a miles
put
per
another
hour or
graph.
anything on their
Let's say
gauge.
if you put a waypoint here for
Because
this
everybody's
graph,
going to
you get
go off
close
their
to that, you can
electronics,
come up and find
which
it
is going to be
twice.
more accurate because
The
it's
other thing
bouncing
you
off
can do is
satellite.
get a
Yeah.
dual mount for that pole, put a hummingbird on there.
They don't have to pay for any add-ons or anything like that.
Come up here, you can
Nope,
find
not
it
on your
control
screen
motor.
or anything like that.
Just the ball. Well, just another 2400 to link them.
So
And
the
but I
manual
did
is
put a
going to tell you
5/4
for
hub underneath there
break-in,
to where you're eating your
first hour,
that cable
you want to
goes from
stay
that to
at
that, and then
2,000
puts
or
all
under,
that
varying
stuff
your
together.
speed.
Okay.
Hour
That,
2
you
and
put
3, you
rafters
want
on
to
the
stay
back
at
of it,
3,000 RPM or
shallow water
lower,
anchors
varying
pulled
your
down.
speed.
There's some
After
we-
3 hours,
Yeah.
you can go up
Yeah.
to full throttle. Just keep varying your speed about every 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay,
Don't
so-
go full throttle more than 5 minutes.
Does that have an hour meter on there?
No, so what I do is I just kind of ballpark when I'm coming out and the big engine's running. Like the engine's been running since 11:30. The whole time we're doing the electronics, I'm gonna leave the big engine running. That way it'll just keep helping for the break-in period.
Okay.
Now, after I said all this, there are a number of people that still, we can go out here and I can show you what the boat can really do. Do it all the time. But that's what our handout's going to say that should be in your little blue folder.
No, I take care of my stuff.
So if you want to stay true to that, then
Okay.
I'm hovering right at 2,000 RPM now,
Yeah.
and I'm doing about 7.7.
My
Okay.
dad was the kind of person that said, buy something good. and
Our owner will be like, do whatever they want to
Oh,
do.
that's true.
I'm
My
by
dad
the
says
book
the same
when
thing.
I have mine.
That's kind of how
It's
I got
brand
this
new.
business.
I'm going to
My
have
dad-
it forever.
I grew up in a
That's how I
salvage
do
yard.
it.
My dad
Yeah.
owned a salvage yard.
Yes.
And
I didn't realize Longview was this deep.
And I've done a lot
Yeah,
of different
over
jobs,
here.
surface tech jobs, worked for Procter
So
Gamble, and then
out over this
started
way,
professional fishing. And
in here,
I'm like,
it'll be about
I worked for wholesale battery
50,
sales
60
manager,
foot,
wholesale
and somewhere
batteries.
in there's where
That's
that
how I got
bridge
to know
is.
Midwest Marine. Then I started this company up, and it just fits. You know, because I like doing the custom stuff.
This first rock bluff or
So, it don't matter. We'll be able to find fish kind of anywhere.
this whole cove in here is Longview's Party Cove.
Oh yeah, it's also got long.
So,
got a
you'll
lot
get
of crappie.
20 boats tied up in there and somebody will throw out a catfish pole. And even with all the commotion, they'll get some catfish.
Oh yeah.
See, here's the app he showed me that keeps track of your charging
So you're
system.
Yeah.
Well, one battery. One battery,
Well, I don't
36
have it
volts.
screwed down.
Yeah.
Like a bass
That's
boat
amazing.
I do,
Versus
because,
having
you know,
3.
Yeah, you don't have all that weight in the back.
You want to be able to access different things. So it's got it. If you want to get in that deal, you just pull it back a little bit, and there's play and your cables and stuff like that. How I got them organized in there.
So yeah, I converted my motorcycle over to a lithium battery. It's a hell of a lot lighter. And it's easier to get in and out when I'm working on it.
You're probably good.
Actually, he just passed some fish under us.
You get that little hump right here.
Yeah.
So on the Ultrex Quest, there's your power button. Comes on, you'll hear it chirp at you, and it's blue. Blue means you're good.
Go
Obviously,
ahead.
you got to undo your strap. I just do that and leave that lay there.
You got
Grab
your
this.
GoPro on, John?
What's that?
You got your GoPro on?
Yeah.
The new Ultrex. They make an Ultrex trolling motor, and then this is the Ultrex Quest. So this is the brushless one. It has bigger gas cylinders in it. I got the one that has a transducer in it. So if you ever decide to add another Hummingbird up here, you can hook that one up to that and see side imaging out of that too.
He was asking me about that 360 or whatever.
Yeah, you can put Mega 360 on there. That's a good one. You can see it goes down there. It automatically goes to what you say is forward. There's an app you can get on this phone too that'll hook to your trolling motor, and you can run the trolling motor from your phone as well. Same thing.
So that's pointing over there towards the bank.
You can adjust that to where it would say that, hey, that's forward.
Right,
on
so-
your phone.
so
You
now-
can reprogram that.
Right, but I'm talking about the sonar. It's looking out that way, correct?
Yep. And you got to think it's on this side of the, right there's a fish. It's
Okay.
on this side of the of the
okay.
shaft,
All right.
just a little bit.
All right, so we need to cast to the right a little bit to
Yeah.
follow that.
Yeah. So we don't need to do that now. I know that. So there's some bait fish.
Yeah, there's some
So
shad.
you're one thing to think about when you're looking at this thing, and why I put the stuff in it, it's because it's the exact system that I use. So look at your voltage. He's got the motor running. He's got the motor running. That's why you're seeing 14.5 right now. It will be like 13.3 with the motor off. But if you were running a regular flooded battery and you had it hooked up to there, you'd be at 12.7 or 12.8, and all during the day it'd be going down, and your quality on your screen would be depleting all day long.
Oh, shad.
Yeah, so you can see if I move this thing, if I go, see how
Yeah.
it changes the bottom?
Yeah. Oh, and I got
And
deep.
it's set up on auto already, and I'm going to show you some tricks on this. I was just going to show you the trolling motor first. So right here, spot lock.
Spot lock. That right there?
So yep,
Okay.
hit that button, and this thing's going to keep us right where we're at. It might take just a second to kind of figure out what's going on. I can already tell it slowed us down. So it'll start turning us around, and if we drift this way, it'll pull us back to that spot. This here is just like a power button. You don't need to hit this. This is the One Boat Network button. That's the button that if you get raptors in the back, that it would be controlled off of that.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So
where were the bait fish at?
they
Over
were back
there.
over there.
Okay.
Looks like there's something in front of us.
Turn this thing around here. Oh, no wonder spotlight wasn't working. I had this thing turned off. I'm like, why are
There's
we
bait fish now.
why are
Yeah.
we not, there's a brush pile. Why are we not, see the brush pile?
Oh, yeah. That's behind us, right? Because
It's going behind us
Yeah.
right now. I'm gonna get on top of it. Can you see pretty good on that screen?
yeah.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it? So now if we put spot lock, I was like, why was spot lock not working? Now spot lock's working. It
Man.
was almost like a Garmin one. But you'll see, so this spot lock is trying to get an idea of where it's at right now, and then it'll figure it out.
So the way that's pointing at brush piles right over here, about 20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me get back here.
Oh, you can see a clear image of the tree there.
I always like to get into the wind, and spot lock works better.
That's a good picture of the
Yeah.
tree.
We're zoomed out 110 feet.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that. Once I get to the Garmin part, I'll show you.
Okay.
So,
There's actually fish in it, looks like.
oh yeah, we could catch crappie out of there right now. So, you can get on your app and stuff like that and have that not move as much as you want, but you'll see how this thing here.
You can hardly hear it. It's not very loud.
No, it's quiet.
I bet that's the old 3rd Street from
Yeah,
New
probably.
Summit.
Is that something that is not doing right? Mm-hmm.
That's not right.
That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not doing right. That's not might have just had a hiccup because I tried to have it do spot lock for so long with the motor not on.
Or it's cold.
Yeah.
Boy, you feel that thing move the boat.
No kidding.
How much thrust does that have?
112 or something like that. I mean, no, you ain't seen nothing yet. Hold on.
Holy cow.
It's like a ride at the fair.
Yeah, it's very fast.
Wow. Is there anything you need to grease or lubricate on that thing?
Nope.
Nothing. Is that one of those ones that go automatically up in the air and stuff? No? Okay, good.
You can see how I have the front of it. It's not acting right. I don't know what it is. I'll have to follow up with them. I'll have to call my guy. I've got this. This can drop down a little bit more. I'm never a fan of having that all the way down the bottom. It gives a little flex. It gets this where it's too condensed down on there.
There's a bait fish.
Yeah. They're over there. Looks like there's something down there following it. Ooh, look at that big tree. It's right there off that point.
What's it supposed to do? Just zoom in on something and
Yeah, it shouldn't be moving that. It shouldn't be moving that much. I don't know if it's got a software deal or what, but it's got GPS in the head. It shouldn't need anything. See, it just shouldn't be making those movements. We'll move on, and then I'll have to make some phone calls. There's a fish.
Yeah.
So what I'll just kind of show you how I use it. You can leave it in auto.
No,
You're
stay
good.
there.
You're good. You're good. So what I normally do is I take everything out of auto. I even take this thing out of auto. See how bright red it is right now?
Oh, wow.
So that's 100% gain. I normally go.
Can you see now, Bob?
I'll be at like 70-foot gain. But if you're crappie fishing, you're gonna be doing like 40 max, 35, and then you're gonna want to not do that. You're gonna want to expand this to where you have as much of the screen. You want this down close to the bottom because it's going to make it better.
Okay.
For looking at it. So now we're going to go back to that brush pile. If I can find it. Might take me a minute because it's out there.
What does the bright on the bottom mean?
A hard bottom.
Hard bottom.
Yeah. If you're ever looking for stuff like, hey, we're going back to find it, it could be that you zoomed in too far.
Okay.
So if you're wanting to look for it, you can go back out like farther. Like right there it is. See it right there?
Yeah.
All right, so now we're at 40 feet away from it.
Yeah.
So I'd pull up on this thing here. I'm going a little deeper, so I want to get a little deeper on the screen. Follow me?
Yeah.
We're gonna pull right up to that. Now, typically, I'd hit this. We're downwind of it. All right.
Yeah.
But something's going on with that. I'll have to call Humminbird tech support. They might just have us do a factory default reset or something like that. But I've never seen it do that before. That's why I'm curious why it's doing it. So there's your good view.
Yeah.
These
Yeah,
are all
it's
small
right over
crappie right here.
Mhm.
But you'll be able to go in there on Truman, you'll be able to see some big ones in there, and you'll be able to pull right up to them and drop your jig right on top of their head and watch them eat. That should be your goal.
Yeah.
If when you got this stuff down pat. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change something on here.
Will they look bigger if you zoom in?
We're zoomed in pretty good right now. We're going to go appearance. We're going to change the color scheme to what I like. That's
Oh.
what I like.
It almost looks infrared.
Yeah, so now if we go back and we're going to look inside that brush pile, you're going to see fish better. So obviously the fish will be the ones lit up red more.
Yeah.
You can do that. See how I hit that? You can go back there and it's auto. If you go to the home screen, it's asking you, I'm on the sonar charts, combo, whatever you want. You're under sonar and you're under live scope.
Okay. What button did that?
Home
Okay.
and then live scope.
Okay.
And your gain, you're going to mess with your gain at different points of the year based on pollen, things like that.
Yeah.
I typically run my gain from 60 to 70. Anglers like on the national tour who get really good at the gain, they run theirs really, really high because they want to see a lot of trash because that picks up other fish too, if you will. Like the higher the gain, you know, you might, if you're looking at radar in the sky, looking at airplanes, you might see, you know, big airplanes at low gain, but high gain, you're going to see every plane.
Right.
And they're good at picking that stuff kind of out. So, pretty easy system. What the heck that thing is. Now, when it's working correctly, you will see them move, but it's like to me, it's like it's not seeing satellite for some reason. And I don't know why right now, but it's not seeing satellite, or it would be.
Is that something I have to pay for?
What do you mean?
Like to connect to satellites and stuff?
No, absolutely not.
All right.
And you shouldn't have any, you won't have anything to pay for on this either. Like if there's something not right with it, it'll be all warranty stuff too. So.
Okay.
But depending on what my guy says, I might have to have you bring it to me or whatever, but I'll make it right with you.
Okay.
Clearly something factory-wise though. All right. That's about it up front here.
Boy, that makes this thing scoot down the water.
Your black box and everything. You can pull this thing up here. This thing will open. The black box for your transducer, everything is underneath here.
Okay.
Kind of hidden out of your way, so you can
All right.
still store stuff in there when you want to.
Did you see the storage compartment in there, Bob? It's huge.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stow the trolling motor, and
Okay.
when you put this trolling motor up, another reason I like this trolling motor, watch this. So I said the trolling transducer is on the opposite side. You can program whichever way you want the prop in or out, and that's which way you have to put the transducer. But when you go to pull this up to stow it, it automatically goes in a regular position. The old Trexes, you had to move this and get it in the right position. So this foot deal here, if it adjusts over time, you want a little bit of play. Just you want it pretty solid.
Okay.
Because if this thing loosens up and goes down and it starts banging around and you're on Truman in rough water, it ends up breaking some bushings and stuff in there over time. So that's why I set it pretty tight like that.
All right. There's a little bit of play. All right.
All right, we'll turn that off.
Kind of acts as a shock.
Hey,
Yep.
guys, look this way real quick and take a quick pic. Awesome. If you're good, I'm just gonna shoot some pictures throughout.
Yep. This here, power. If you want to turn this thing off,
Okay.
hold it. Keep holding it until it cycles through there. It says powering down, and you're good to go.
Do I have to pay for map charts and stuff like that?
Preloaded on Garmin.
Preloaded.
Preloaded on the new Explorer too. Didn't used to be that. It used to be the old Helix models,
Yeah.
which were terrible.
Okay.
Try to get out of the It's hard to make myself small.
I'd have you sit here. Why don't I have you sit here?
Okay.
It's your boat.
I'm just happy to be here.
If you look behind you, you can see them white cables.
Uh-huh.
That is your independent power for all your electronics.
Okay.
We got 8 gauge ran independently to here, 8 gauge ran independently to there. Large enough gauge you could expand it to whatever you want to do, and you can add to it. But it's completely isolated from the boat electronics or boat wiring. So this here, if you go to home, it has the different screens.
Okay.
So you've got,
Oh,
there's your maps. They're already preloaded. You can do it this way to zoom in. You can do it this way to zoom in. You can do it that way to zoom in and out.
Oh, cool.
It's got buttons and touchscreen and button controls.
Okay.
Brand new. This thing just launched this year.
Okay.
So preloaded with maps. So obviously it's got really, really good maps on it.
Okay.
If you go back to home, you can hit home here too. This is 2D sonar.
Okay.
And you can adjust kind of that. They're normally set pretty good, so I don't really mess with them. You can see some fish down here on the bottom, some marks. That's 2D sonar. This is down imaging. I use this more than anything. There is some fish down here.
Yeah.
I use that a lot, and then I use side imaging. Have you ever had that? Side imaging, you'll literally be able to see the guys on the river. They actually see catfish on side imaging, and then they'll make a waypoint and they'll make a path back through it to try to get your bait by them. I'm not that good at it, but that's what they do. So you'll be able to see here. You see, like, there's some rock right here. You can go to, well, if that was down, you'd be able to go to cursor. So, but you can also, let's go to that. Let's go to play. Actually, let's go back to it. I'm trying to see your waypoint here.
I've been watching videos on it.
There's a deal on here. Here it is. So you can make that waypoint.
Okay.
So when you're on side imaging, you can look way over here. You see a rock pile or something like that.
Yeah, that's out.
You can
75
do that.
feet.
Yeah, that's 75 feet out. But
From that transducer on the back of the boat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can do that. You don't have to just drive over something to see stuff. So when you're looking for things to fish or catfish on the flats on Truman, go out there with side imaging and you'll be able to see some stuff of where they're at. So I'm not going to put it there. So that's that. You can do multi-screen if you want.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, so that gets a little busy for me.
Yeah.
What I typically do is, let's say you wanted to add one. I'd go chart as one. I'd do this one. Well, nope. I want to do this.
Instruments, that's cool.
Yeah. Yours, I don't think yours is hooked up for it. So we're going to want to do this. We're going to do this. And we're going to do down imaging.
Okay.
Save. That put it into spot number 7. I use that a lot.
Now that's
Look at all the stuff we're going
Yeah, that's right below the motor there.
Yep, right below the motor. And then obviously you can go into here. If you're right in there, you zoom in on this one, and if it's something you want to do, you just make a waypoint right there, and then you can go back to it.
What do? Just tap where you're at?
You'll want to zoom this and way in. So you there was the one we added on side imaging.
Okay.
But you'll want to wherever the boat's at, if you want to add a waypoint, you can just do this.
Oh, okay. Just hit that button right there.
Yep.
All right.
So makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
So kind of a neat deal. When I'm running on Truman, this is where I would probably have, you know, to make sure you're deep enough water, and then you're going where your map is. Plus it'll keep your path too.
Yeah.
Some of them spots on Truman's pretty tough to run around in. You know, up like Clear Creek and the Tebow Arm. I don't know if you've been in the Tebow Arm. It's kind of hard to stay in the channel there. Yeah. Big trees. Have you been on Truman a whole bunch?
Oh yeah, but it's been 30 years.
Well, it's going to be a lot different.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of freezes that's broke off trees that you normally used to see, like where you thought they're at. They're not there, but they're there underwater.
And you're going to hit them with your...
Yeah. So just kind of be careful and stay down by the dam until you kind of get an idea where you're going. It actually opened up the lake more, but there's still some big ones that are out there just below the surface. So depending on what lake level it's at.
There's a couple big fish swimming around under us. This is cool, Bob. What's the trolling motor thing? Does that connect with the trolling motor when it's down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so when that trolling motor's on, this thing will be lit up. You can actually run it through this graph too.
I could switch to that transducer just by pressing that button.
Nah, well, I don't know. You can't switch to that transducer. That transducer's ran down that cable and inside there.
Okay.
And control
unhooked
the navigation.
Oh, okay.
You can control the navigation for sure.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you can do that on Well, the reason I like Humminbird, Garmin is by far the best live scope, forward-facing sonar. But Humminbird with the Raptors, that trolling motor, and these new graphs, they got a deal called the One Boat Network. That's why I like it, because you can do a lot of things in your boat. I can do it from my phone, I can do it from the remote, I can do it from here, I can do it from a graph up there. Put your Raptors down with this screen. There's just so many things you can do. They're kind of ahead of the game on that. These are One Boat Network buttons.
Okay.
So you could actually program this button right here to put your Raptors down.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So pretty slick.
Cool. Oh, I got a lot of learning to do.
Yeah.
You do too.
That's the fun part, taking it out and learning.
Yeah. A lot of learning.
Yep. You familiar with any of that? I'll let him do that, all that stuff.
No, I am not.
I can't believe the engine from. I can't even hear it. But I got bad hearing, so.
No, it's quiet. So when I take the pontoons out, husband always drives first. When the wife comes over to drive, she immediately goes to start it up, and I'm like, it's running.
Yeah.
I just can't hear it.
I'm gonna slide back up there.
Okay.
It's got tilt steering, Bob.
Wow.
Heated steering wheel too. I'm kidding. My bass boat does.
Does it?
So now you can see better on your angles, your fuel level, your trim gauge. You have the trim right here,
On the lake.
neutral, and then
Demoing this electronics.
water temp, or the water cooling system.
No.
Okay.
So you'll see back here on the engine
What's up?
how it's peeing water. Always want to make sure it's doing
Always doing that.
that. Engine temp will go up.
Yeah.
And again, these all have internal warnings. So like if it, say it stopped peeing and it started overheating, it's gonna beep and let you know. And then it'll go into a control mode where you can only go slow
Okay.
to get back and load the boat out.
Okay.
So you have your master.
Limp mode, yeah.
So forward will be your front and back nav lights.
Okay.
If you go back, so that'll be as if you're anchored and you're doing your stern light only,
Okay.
which again would be on this. If you take it off, you can put that pole in. And that front hatch up there will be where your front nav light is, and it just fits in that little black speck up there.
The same way with that
Same
slot?
way,
Okay.
yep.
Okay.
So then center is neutral, So bilge
These seats are nice.
is going to kick on if you got any water in the boat.
Okay.
Take it out
Where
to
you guys
pee.
live at?
You've got spare toggles in here,
Odessa? I ain't too far.
and then hear the water running.
Is that filling up the live well?
It's going to fill up the live well,
Okay.
and then off. Which when we get it out,
Does that fill up both live wells
yeah,
when you
it
turn
fills
that on?
them up both.
Okay.
And the plugs I've got in the plastic bag in here. So
Okay.
I left the plastic bag in, so there'll be a plug for that live well and this live well.
Is there anything funny we have to do with the bilge in the aerator when it's cold out?
Well, here's what I do. I'll get out. I'll show you how to tilt your motor down, get everything out of the motor, and then I'll show you. I normally flip those switches on and run the water out of them.
Yep.
Okay.
Clear the line.
Try to clear the
Yeah.
line. Make sure there's no water in there, and it should be fine.
The fireboat we had at the fire department, that bilge pump would always freeze up every year.
Yeah.
Yep. So I just push button for on for the radio, and then
Yeah. That right there.
exactly.
Yeah. See that road? I bet that's where that bridge was.
So I want to say it's further up past this point, about straight forward.
Yeah. See, there's the road bed. There's us. I bet we're gonna run right into it there.
Yeah.
Oh, you got.
Well, he's semi-retired.
That's fantastic.
They told me I was unemployed.
What I like is when you see these drop-offs,
Yeah.
you'll get a lot of fish.
Man, that is a big drop off.
So super shallow up here.
Yeah.
So even a couple feet off those buoys will be about 4 foot deep.
Is there anything I need to lubricate on the steering or anything?
So when you do, so between 12 and 18 hours, or 10 and 18 hours, you want to bring it in for your first service. And then after that, I would just do annual service.
Okay.
And when you bring it in, they'll hit all the grease zerks and do everything.
Okay. Yeah, we passed that road bed.
I think it's gonna get a lot worse.
I bet that bridge was over there somewhere.
Yeah.
That looks like a road.
Well,
Oh,
and then
wait. What's that right there?
So there's another something that came out. I think it's still up ahead.
Is it?
Did you see that right there?
Yeah. 13 feet of water.
So we should be hitting a drop off up here a little ways.
Yeah.
It's still fairly shallow in that cove.
So we're kind of cruising around in a flat, and the green's gonna be the channel, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And that's Mouse Creek?
They're separate.